Hello everyone, welcome to our live stream at the Museum of Ethnography in Budapest. I'm Chen Ying, and today we're bringing you into the 2025 Budapest China Cultural and Tourism Week. Joining us is someone who knows Chinese culture very well. Let's welcome Yanka. Hello Yanka.
Hello, hi everybody. I'm really excited to be here and thank you for having me. I'm ready to jump into and learn something about Chinese intangible heritage and creative culture.
Yanka, could you please introduce to our audience about yourself a bit?
Oh yes, I'm sorry. I'm a graduate student at Eötvös University. I'm studying Chinese, so I'm a student of the Chinese department.
Great, great. And Yanka is also a lover of Chinese culture. And today together we two will walk you through the exhibition of Chinese intangible heritage, and there we will see a lot of intangible heritage projects and experience the ancient Chinese culture and see the innovations and products a bit. So let's dive in and see the best from China.
Let's go.
Let's go. Yanka, is this your first time to be in this week? Because they have held it for several years.
Yes, I'm very fortunate because I had the chance to participate this event last year, and I'm really excited to see what is new, what's coming, and yes, last time it was also really enjoyable. There were many people, and I see that today also many people came, so I'm very excited.
Yeah, and this year we can see the porcelain is really a big thing, and now we are here in this area that specialized in Jingdezhen porcelain. You know Jingdezhen?
Yes, we've learned about Xinhua at university, but I'm happy to learn anything
that.
new. Yes.
Well, Jingdezhen is in Jiangxi province. That's the capital of the porcelain in China. It's very well known, and it has been a very famous city to produce the finest ceramics for the world over 1,000 years. Do you like this one?
Wow, it's surprisingly light.
Yeah.
I mean, I would assume it's more heavy, but it's very light.
Yeah, that's one thing I noticed differently from Chinese ceramics and the European ceramics, because usually the more complicated the ceramics made in European is it's as heavy.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. And I think this is the Famille Rose porcelain. So that has more complicated patterns there, more colorful, you know.
Yes, maybe.
Yeah.
I can imagine it took like really a long time to complete.
It is,
Yeah,
especially
also
after firing, and the artist has to really paint on the glaze. And this kind of porcelain is actually very popular in Qing Dynasty because the emperors in Qing Dynasty, they love this kind of porcelain very much. How do you feel to see this?
Beautiful. It's like walking through a meadow full of flowers.
And this is very classic patterns with flowers. We always say hundreds of flowers, but actually might be more than that, and with the special kinds of birds. I don't know the specific meaning of it, but it means very good.
Yes, I also know that for Chinese people, every flower has a symbolic meaning, and I know it's also in poetry. It appears, it's very deep, and it is something very interesting about Chinese culture. Like you can always dig into deeper layers and deeper meanings behind also the patterns.
Correct. You see the names of the artists at the bottom? So that's a technique for you to recognize the real masterpieces. This is a very good one because this is like a coffee cup, right?
Yes, like also Europeans, if you go to Italy, you would also see something like this for an espresso.
The pattern there? It's not a dragon or lion. Is it like qilin? You know, qilin?
Qilin.
I'm not sure. I wish someone can be here explaining to us.
I heard like if a qilin appears, it may indicate the born of a famous person.
That's true.
I love this about Chinese porcelains, that the artists use also symbols and patterns and also colors that really convey you, we wish you good luck and happiness. And if you surround yourself with these objects, you're just living surrounded by happiness, and it's so nice to have.
Right. You know, this kind of special style, I think it's very common in today's Chinese households, because when I was young, I remember we used teaspoons like this, and I break some.
I mean, it happens.
Yeah. So white porcelain with the blue patterns on the side, on the edge. So this is quite common in today's China. Here is the Celadon area. So pick one of your favorite and we can maybe explore.
Just one? How can you do this to me?
Celadon is can date back to Song Dynasty. And you can see here, this area of Celadon is from Zhejiang province. The Song Dynasty has the capital cities there. So that's why the Celadon is very developed in that area, in Zhejiang province. And we can see today's the best Celadon is also made from Zhejiang province.
That's incredible how they preserved this technique, and they're also embracing it still today. So this is how also in modern China they have their regional special styles.
Yeah, you can see. This one is really good.
Beautiful.
And also on the bottom, we have the
you have the square.
Yeah, I like it. Which one here is your favorite? Oh, you see that?
Oh, it can be my favorite.
Yeah, it can see through. Ooh, you see? Wow. Can you imagine using it to drink tea?
Wow, it will be a pleasure.
It's very, very complicated though.
Yes, and I can't imagine how they are dealing with such a thin material without breaking it. It's really a handcraft.
Yeah, it is. And
What about here?
Is it Celadon? But the color is different. But I just heard that this is a very special pair. One with dragon, one with
The phoenix.
and it's all handcrafted. Do you want to feel it? I can see how cautious you are. Like, just
How could I not be?
how do you feel? Super light.
Beautiful. And it just fits right into my hand.
Yeah, I think it's like only 10 grams or less than 20, right?
I see
super
like
light.
it is perfectly made for a hand
Yeah.
to hold it and to
And
drink.
it's also a teacup though.
Beautiful.
They call it douli, like the hat. Yeah, so douli cup.
I see.
All right, we'll put it back very carefully. Since we're in Zhejiang Province area and we need to know the Liangzhu culture, I get to know that the Liangzhu culture is even one of the earliest culture in the earth. It can date back to 5,000 of years ago. So at that time, they don't have porcelain or ceramics, very high developed level of those, but they already have very developed advanced technique of pottery. So Liangzhu culture, you see, it's black. And you can see it's pottery, but it's super light, right?
It's also very light.
Yeah. Here at the exhibition, we're very lucky because some of the black pottery here, that's a copy from the museum pieces. So you see this one, and there's a special copy pieces of this one. They have the real pieces that really existing thousands of years ago, and they stand there in the museum.
And that is so incredible. So now we are here in Budapest, in Hungary,
Yeah.
and we can see this with our own eyes. I mean,
Right.
I see.
This is gui. And that Chinese character is very, very complicated. I don't know how to spell even. And I remember I saw this in the museum, but they have a copy piece here.
Oh, it has such an
You can
incredible.
guess what did they use this for in that time?
should I guess?
Yeah,
Maybe
take a
for
guess.
some kind of rituals.
Yeah, that's right. Rituals, and it has a tripod, right?
Wow.
It shouldn't be a vase, right? We don't know.
We don't know for sure.
And those, you right?
Wow, I just
You
love
found
this
something.
piece.
Whoa.
This is incredible.
How come they fired this? Because this is like,
And did you hear the sound when you opened the lid? Wow.
you can feel it. Wow.
It's extremely light as well. Oh, and there is the name of the artist.
Wow. Super dedicated.
This is beautiful.
And you see this one? So it says the fish fin design, so that should be a fish design like in ancient times, right? Well, this is the first time I see like so many kinds of porcelain and pottery in one exhibition. Trust me.
Yes, I hope many Hungarian people will come and see how rich actually Chinese culture is, and only a small segment like pottery. There are also, of course, many different kind of arts, but only pottery is also very has many faces.
Yanka, you remember that I told you we have special guests joining us today?
Oh yes, I'm very excited.
Yeah, so we will introduce you and also our audience a very, very famous and well-known home art profession here in Hungary. And she's the founder of the art store. So she deals with a lot of luxury brands of the home decoration arts here, art pieces in Hungary. And now she's also a lover of Chinese porcelain. So let's welcome Miss Sindonia. Hello, Miss Antonia.
Hello,
Very nice to have
meet
you and joining us today.
Nice to meet you.
So, how do you feel? I've seen like you hang around in this exhibition, and did you find anything you're interested in? Anything new?
I found.
Cool.
Of course.
Tell us. Tell us.
There are so many beauties here. It was last year it happened that I was as well in the Museum of Ethnography here in Budapest, and across me this beautiful exhibition of the Chinese live applied art. These all that I can see here, the porcelain, the textile, the silk. It is a wonder. It is a wonder.
Great. And could you please introduce yourself a bit to our audience?
Yes, my name is Sidoni, and I am the founder of Sidonis. Home begins at the table. I represent a numerous European tableware and home decor studios in the region, and from this year the Fengyao ceramics as well.
So I have a question for you. I'm
Yes.
really curious because I know you have an art store there, and you now have the Chinese porcelain products there. So you are literally introducing and promoting this porcelain culture into local audience, the local customers. So what inspired you to make this kind of connection? Because you represent, you work with a lot of luxury brands of European art pieces.
Yes.
What inspired you? What's the story behind?
I would like to educate the collectors and the design lovers in the region that these pieces are not only decorative pieces, they are high-level craftsmanship. There are a lot of art in these things. For example, here you see that on this how many work, how many imagination, and even how is the ear of this pot. And after, when you admire the lot of hours and you look all the small details of this nature on the pot, you open it and it's a bonbon. It is finished. It's like a dream. So real. All small part, all millimeter of this thing is like a super, I don't know, a super Swiss watch done one by one by hand, and you feel the handwork, you feel the people in this, the culture, the time, the 1,000 years in these pieces. And somehow this love I would like to give to those that I can connect. It's something I heard that it was minimum 2 years to do it.
Yeah.
And this is the flower of the plum.
Yeah.
And I love how the artist can achieve, you see, that this three-dimension feeling.
Right.
That this is somewhere in the shade, and how it goes closer and closer to you, and the colors start to be more and more intensive.
There's so much more to explore.
And I love the main color theme here. Yeah. So it has been a really rich and colorful exhibition here today. And Janka, what do you think? What's your key takeaways today?
Indeed, I'm really impressed. I learned so much more. When you introduced me, you said I was somebody who were a bit familiar with Chinese culture, but I just realized there's so much more to explore, and I'm really happy that I could be with you because you shared so much on the craftsmanship and the culture of China. And I think this exhibition is a very creative and effective way of promoting the cultural ties. Because this way, with this kind of conversations and also letting people know the stories, the philosophies behind these pieces is really something that I think can catch one's attention and really help us to understand the rich cultural takeaway behind these pieces and techniques.
Great. And you already addressed that before. We hope more local people, Hungarian young people, they get to know this exhibition and can come and learn more Chinese culture and tourism products, and most importantly, to learn the intangible heritage, not just of China, but also some of the intangible heritage products here are world ones. So we really hope the young people, young generation can dig into this and learn more culture and also contribute to the cultural exchange between the two nations. So if you could say one thing to Hungarian young people, the younger generation, about China, what would you say? What would you promote to them?
Explore it. Really, if a young Hungarian comes to this exhibition, I'm sure they would find something that they can connect with. So it has such many faces and different colors, different techniques. So I'm sure everybody can find something that they can connect with. And as you mentioned, it's so important for us young people to understand what it means to connect with our culture. And of course, this exhibition is about Chinese culture, so that we can see how the modern artists of today can reach back to their histories and of course 1,000 years of techniques and rethink them in a modern way. And I think this is something that also young people from all around the world can take into consideration, how important it is to embrace our cultural heritage.
Yanka, you really made great points here, and it's so great to have you today joining us live stream. And here is the glimpse of the 2025 Budapest China Tourism and Culture Week. And we hope you already find something here with us, with me and Yanka. And let's stay tuned and see you next year.
See you next year.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.